Y'all's in town? You're just too good to be true.
Today's episode was brought to you by the Comfort Experts. See us for all your heating and air conditioning needs. For more information, visit onehouраircarolinas.com. That's onehouraircarolinas.com.
Being married to an entrepreneur is hard work, but it's worth it when it works.
You got your hands full every day like I do. You got kids, you got a marriage that you're trying to work, a business that you're trying to make work.
And finding time for the kids and keeping it spontaneous. Boy, that was good last night.
Nobody teaches you how to manage a business or manage a relationship or marriage. Everybody's just trying to do the best that they can. The purpose of the show is to give you some tools on how to make the marriage and the business work. We don't do it perfect, but we're figuring it out.
Hey, welcome. Grant Cardone here at Elena Cardone. The beautiful, stunning, magnificent. Look, it looks really red, Rob. I don't know if it looks red to you.
This is why I do the show. It's a good way to get my husband to give me compliments.
Looking sly and fly. Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. This is at Elena Cardone. You're watching the G&E Show, brought to you by GrantCardoneTV.com. Every Wednesday, 12 p.m., we come to you to talk about your marriage and your business and the business of being married. How do you keep it fresh? How do you keep it together?
How do you get out of the rut?
How do you work out?
If you're in a rut, how to get out? How to get unstuck? So fresh and so clean.
Call 305-865-8668. 305-865-8668. Be the first to call. We're talking about ruts today.
Ruts.
Rut.
Y'all notice I've been doing a new haircut, man?
I see it.
Let me tell you what
I did, because you see, my hair tends to want to come forward by itself. So what I did was, at night, because my hair is really curly, what I did was I started putting this stuff in it.
Ooh.
And I'm breaking it. I'm breaking it. Okay, I'm breaking
sticky?
it. I'm Italian, so my hair is very curly naturally.
Ooh.
And
I was taught, Italian stallion.
I was taught this about 10 years ago. I said, hey, I want to get the curl out of my hair. And they're like, oh, yeah, sure. And they put this product in it. I'm sure you know about the product. You ever done the straightener?
Yeah.
And they put it in there, and they started brushing it over and over and over again. I'm like, oh, how long is this going to be? Oh, until it gives up. We're shocking your system. We're shocking the hair, and we're just going to break it. We're going to break the discipline of the curl. And sure enough, like after about 20 minutes, boom, it was broken. I'm like, I don't like it straight.
And now you lost your curly?
So anyway, lately I've been trying to lay this thing down without doing the thing that Jared and those guys do. So I put a little gook in it at night.
A little ookie gookie, huh?
Vaseline.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I don't know about the Vaseline.
Hey, and it got me to thinking, Elena, man, how do we get in a rut, dude? I can't even change my own haircut, okay? I got to have the same look all the time. I can't show up different, can't look different, can't act different, can't talk different. I get in a rut. I don't want to be that old man.
You know, I was thinking about this. I haven't been in a rut in so long, but I do remember when we were living in Los Angeles, I felt in a bit of a rut. I felt my life was passing me by. Day after day was the same thing. It was so routine.
In LA?
So monotonous, yes, in LA. And then somebody recently reached out to me and they're like, I feel like my life's hit a plateau. I'm in a rut. And then it kind of got me to backtrack and look at what we kind of always do to keep ourselves. I believe in structure. I think it's very important to have routines. But sometimes if the routine gets so monotonous, you can actually go on autopilot. Have you ever driven in a car and you go to school and you're like, holy crap, I don't even remember how I got there. That's autopilot. And if you do that too often, too much, life passes you by, you feel unfulfilled. So I wrote down some tips today.
Ruts, man. Are you in a first of all, you guys got to confront whether you're even in a rut or not. Okay? Wouldn't you guys think that would be the first thing? Like, am I in a rut? Am I in a rut?
Or how do I challenge myself to get to the next level?
Is your marriage in a rut? Yeah, there you go, Robert. Is your marriage in a rut? Is your business in a rut? Is your money in a rut? Are your kids in a rut? Like literally, are your kids doing the same thing every day? Every day it's the same thing. There's no adventure.
Homework,
there's no mystery.
Poor guys.
There's no I was just talking to Matt Monero and his group on the phone. He's like, man, we're really pushing and people are stressed out. And I'm like, dude, maybe they're stressed out because they were in a rut before this. Like just the first little change when we moved to Miami, we shocked the system, right?
Big time.
And everybody was like, "Oh my God,
How could
moving
you?"
is the hardest thing in the world to do." I'm like,
So liberating.
Dude, why? It was liberating for us. It wasn't that hard a thing to do. We got our shit, put it in a truck,
Watch
moved
your
across
mouth,
country.
please.
We got potty mouth. I love potty mouth, man. Where's my potty mouth machine, man?
Where's
Elena,
my,
you don't have a
I don't
noise
know.
maker?
That's right. I'm losing it.
So like we shocked the system, right? We moved to Miami and everybody was like, literally, we must have got 50 emails. God, that must be so hard to do. I'm praying for you guys. Praying for what, man?
I accept the prayers, so thank you. You can always keep
I'm like,
them coming my way.
Dude, don't waste your prayers on me, man. Why are you praying?
You can
praying
bring
for
them
what?
to me.
Well, I know how hard it is to freaking move across.
And you don't want to leave the
country.
kids, or the kids get set in a school and they don't want to move the school, and we can't possibly. But anyway.
So we're going to be talking about how do you shock? How do you shock the system?
Keep
How do
yourself
you break the curl, dude?
always
How do you keep the sex so
motivated.
hot and
Oh.
steamy?
Whew.
Throw down.
Some like it hot.
Man, I got
so
some,
let's
I
turn
got
up
some
the
ideas
heat till
for
we
you guys.
fry.
If it's been getting to be like, once a month, once a quarter,
Ooh.
once a year.
Ooh.
You been in a once a year thing?
Not that bad, but almost. And it didn't last very long.
You mean when it was once a year, it didn't last long?
No. Once a month. It was once a month, though.
And how do you break out of the rut in your business? I'm going to tell you, I think the whole middle class basically is built on a. Look what people do when they say, "I'm going to settle down and get a house. I'm going to settle down and get married now. I'm going to settle down and get a job."
Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting married.
Yeah, but what about the settle down part? I think the settle down it's the concept of I'm going to settle down like your cement.
Yeah.
That's going to freaking dry and
That
get
somehow
solid.
you're going to lose part
We don't
of
want that to
yourself.
happen to you.
No,
Stay
we
with
want
us.
greatness and excellence. Stay tuned.
Owning a home has many elements that have to be looked after. One of the most important elements is comfort, and your heating and air conditioning is priority. That's why we stop at nothing to provide on-time service and expertise for all of your heating and cooling needs. We are the comfort experts. We have the solution for all of your trickiest heating and air conditioning needs. That's why we brought you our show, The Comfort Experts. Every week we bring you tips and tricks to improve your home and bring you peace of mind with our quality service tips for home heating and air conditioning maintenance. Visit onehouraircarolinas.com to tune into our weekly updates and services for your home improvement. That's onehouraircarolinas.com today. Becoming an internet marketer, network marketer, internet entrepreneur, or business owner, pay attention to this offer. CPA, known as Cost Per Action, promotes offers to top companies via paid traffic platforms. Imagine positioning yourself as the dominant player in your industry all over the internet, with people seeking you out for job opportunities, your product, and your service, while increasing your income to over 6 figures in 9 months. The Millionaire Mastermind will show you how. Learn through us with step-by-step digital instructional programs, free weekly webinars, and 24/7 customer support. The Millionaire Mastermind is the go-to expert for all resources and training to thrive in this industry. And it all starts with our free 6 Figures to 9 Months webinar. Sign up for your free 6 Figures in 9 Months webinar at themillionairemastermind.com/6 figures. That's themillionairemastermind.com/6 figures. Are you looking for ways to raise funds to increase your local impact? If you're a nonprofit, church, civic group, school, or individual, Funds to Org's Shoe Drive fundraiser helps your cause raise funds while supporting micro enterprises in developing nations. Funds to Org's provides at no charge the tools you need to create a successful, no-calorie fundraising event. Just engage your supporters to collect gently worn, used, and new shoes. We'll transport the collected shoes and issue a check back to you within 48 hours of processing. Sign up now at fundstoorgs.com. That's fundstoorgs.com.
Hey, welcome back to the G&E show. My wife's going crazy over here behind the scenes. Hey, our number, folks, is 305-865-8668, 305-865-8668. Today, we're talking about your relationship and when and what you have to
And your
do
business.
when it hits a rut.
How do you get it out of that plateau on to the next level?
Have we been in a rut? In 12 years, have you and I ever been in a rut, really? Do you feel like we've ever it's getting
really,
boring?
honestly, the only time
Just
not
getting a little
boring,
boring?
and not boring, but rut. Yeah, I feel like when I was in LA,
Yeah.
And it could have just been that I was brand
Dude,
new
we
with
weren't
2
doing new
kids
stuff.
and we weren't going out.
We weren't
I was-
going out.
I was nonstop.
We weren't going to new clubs. We weren't making new
It was-
friends.
it was-
But I mean,
it was
we're
great,
solving
but it
the
was
problem
like-
right now. Right now, as I sit here and say, we weren't doing new things. We weren't traveling. We weren't going. We weren't going out to new restaurants.
I love restaurants.
We weren't going out and meeting new
Favorite thing.
friends. You know how refreshing it is? How refreshing is it just to have new friends at a party? You're like,
Yeah, new
"Dude,
stories."
Tell me, what, man, that story, man, that's crazy, man. The guy's like, yeah, nobody listens to me. I've been telling that story for 20 years, right?
Get a new
So
audience.
what are your
huh?
tips, Elena? How do we
Okay.
break out, dude?
So one of the things that
First,
that
you
I
got to
thought
make a
about-
commitment to breaking out of the rut, right?
Yeah, one of the things I thought about is for me, it's little things. It's talking to a stranger, having a conversation. Yesterday, I went to a ladies' luncheon, so there was a lot of
Who
new
was there at
moms
the lady
there.
luncheon?
A lot of nice, exquisite, the finest of the creme de la creme of all of Miami. Was
Adriana
there.
Lima was there.
Oh Jesus, you're such a name dropper. Let me pick that up here.
Adriana Hottie Patati Lima.
Okay.
She's
So-
Brazilian, right?
Again, can we stay on
Is
point?
she Brazilian?
Why does every
Victoria's
guy?
Secret, Adriana.
Yeah. Why
I
does
said, did you
every
give her my
husband
card? Did you give her
want-
my cell number?
No.
Huh?
Why does every husband want to be invited to the kid birthday party that Adriana Lima throws?
Because
for her
I want to
child?
be her little boy.
Okay. When I go to parties,
Can I be her little
the
boy?
guys, the husbands don't show up. When I go to Adriana's daughter's party, every husband is there. Why? And look, we can't even move on. Can we move on?
Yes.
Okay.
So good.
So,
No, the point is,
but
you
the
went to a
point
lady. You went and met some new people
I
yesterday.
went and met some new people, but I have to tell you, you might think, oh, you would look at me and you would think, oh, she's extroverted, she's friendly, she likes to talk to people, which is all true. However, I get nervous. I was scared. I was intimidated. Am I going to know what to say? Am I going to feel awkward? Anyway, you do it anyway. You
New
get yourself
things,
out
new
of your comfort
things,
zone.
new people.
Talk to new people.
Good.
Hear some things. Then. Here's another one.
We got the phones are filling up right now, so we're going to take some callers.
So we're
here
going to
in a
take some
second,
calls. But
give me the list,
another
champ.
thing.
Let's go.
At lunchtime, take
Time
a
is money.
walk, look around. On your way to school, when you're driving or
Why
whatever.
would I take a walk at lunch? I don't understand that.
Take a walk at lunch. Get out. Go see something. Take a walk.
Oh, you're saying if you're stuck in an office,
Yeah, if
maybe
you're stuck
get
in
out of that office.
Yeah, instead
for
of
lunch.
doing your same little thing, go take a 10-minute walk. A 15,
Change your
notice
environment.
something different. And there's something that you see or go past every day, but notice something different. The other day on the way to work,
that's different.
I discovered a new playground. I was like, what the hell? Where's this playground been? I never saw it before. I pass it every day.
Look for different
You know,
things.
look for different things. Just start seeing things differently. Then I said no watching TV. Even if you sit by yourself, your mind starts thinking of ideas, and it starts working. And when you're watching TV, it's shut down. It's on this inflow.
Yeah, totally.
Shut
Which I
off
need
the TV.
sometimes. Sometimes, like once a week, I go to the.
You're an exception. You give a lot of outflow.
Yeah, so I go to a movie on
Most
Saturdays
people
or
are
Sundays.
just wasting time, let's be honest, when they watch TV.
She keeps interrupting me. That's a rut she's in. So on Saturdays, I go and say, look, all I'm going to do for the next 2 hours is I'm going to consume content. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good for me. It balances off all this outflowing that I've been doing for a week. I'm trying to shock the system a little bit where I shut down. Like, I'm going to do that for the next 3 minutes. You carry the rest of the show. I'm going to shock my system
Okay,
right now.
so
Watch how hard it is for me.
It's really hard for him. So yeah, so don't watch TV. Let your mind have those ideas, or start getting used to just being by yourself. Start thinking. Write the notes down. What can you take action on? I get some, of course, I think I'm the genius of the family here.
Nobody believes that.
You see, he couldn't do it. I see. This is my opportunity here.
Nobody believes
But-
that.
but I
If you
have-
believed Elena is the genius of
He
the
couldn't
family,
do it. Do you
call
see
me
that?
at 305-865-8668. 305-865-8668. In fact, I'm going to ask Kiki right now on line 3. Kiki, do you think Elena is the genius
No,
in our family?
Grant is definitely the genius, but I do have some brilliant ideas.
She does.
I think that Elena is a genius on many levels, Grant.
No, well, tell me what level.
Oh, my goodness. I think that listening to Elena and all of her advice when it comes to how she is a partner with you in business, and she is a strong woman, but yet she still balances out being literally your other half. I think she's a genius on so many levels, and she's helping to empower a lot of women. And I also love the way that she's a mom.
Oh,
Dude, that's awesome,
you so
Kiki.
much.
Kiki, who are you? Who are you and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And I just recently got introduced to some of your 10X information. I haven't, literally within the last few days, I just found out who you guys were. And so I've been watching some of your stuff online. on your website, following you on Periscope, and just like watching some of the G&E show on the archives of your website.
Yeah.
And I'm just very, very interested. And so,
Dude, that's awesome. I really appreciate you calling in. How can people follow you?
that's a great question. Following me on Periscope, I just started up my own personal account, and that would be at K Liebelt, K-L-I-E-B-E-L-T.
K?
Liebelt.
Okay.
That's correct.
Good. Kiki, I appreciate you calling in. That's awesome, buddy.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Kiki. So
She
you
thinks
see,
you're a
Kiki,
genius, dude.
I am. And what I do,
What do you do?
I am a genius. Okay, I run the family. I do.
Yeah, you
I
do.
do pretty freaking good in that department.
You do awesome,
And like
dude.
I said, in this quiet
wish you
time,
could get-
I turn the TV off.
yeah.
I have my own quiet time. I can zone out,
I've been
and I
noticing-
get these ideas, and then I go to
She
him and I
does.
say,
She gets
"Hey,
lots of ideas,
what
dude.
about blah 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 blah? Write the proposal, da da da, so that he could have da. Or what do you think about da 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 and da 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 getting together for the
yeah.
blah blah blah
Oh,
blah?"
yeah.
And then I say that da da da, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do that." And then who does it? Brilliance, who can follow through. But anyway.
She comes up with all kind of ideas. Hey, Grant, when are we going to become billionaires?
No, that is not what I said.
That is,
That is
dude.
not what I said. I did not ask the question.
That
okay?
is, dude.
No.
I was like-
I did not say, when are we going to become billionaires?
called my billionaire
I
friend.
said to him, I
True
said,
story, but-
Grant, you will be a billionaire. Why? Why did I say that? Because I believe in him. Because the guy does whatever
And
he
then-
wants.
and then
because he will reach 7 billion
I call
people on this
my
planet.
I call my billionaire friend, right? I call my billionaire
And he
friend.
gets mad at me.
I'm like, hey, Bobby, would you tell Elena
Oh, he was
what kind of
furious.
pressure that puts a guy under when the wife says, when are we going to be
No,
billionaires?
I said,
and
you
Bobby
will
says,
be. You will be.
And Bobby says, yeah, you never want to do that to a guy. What did Bob say?
Bob said, you never do that. I said, Bob, I don't understand. I didn't say, when are we going to be? Like it was some
And-
pressure moment, like you're not working your
And
patonka
then
tonk off.
Duggan says-
it was, you will be, because you're on the right path. You're doing everything.
But
It
you
was
know what?
positivity.
Elena's shocking my system, and that's good. That's what a good spouse should do. Keep shocking that system. You're watching the G&E show at GrantCardoneTV.com. Stay with us. We're going to take calls and have you get out of the rut.
Grant Cardone's secret to closing the sale is everything you need to become a master of closing the deal. Learn how to turn every objection into a reason to buy, how to stop giving your profits away, and become a respected closer in your field. Register now and get Grant Cardone's 50-plus page ebook on the secrets to closing, the closer's 6-page IQ test with 27 questions to help you improve your game, 3 never-before-seen closing videos, the 20 rules of closing, the 10 mistakes every closer must know by heart, and a VIP ticket to a 3-hour webcast accessible on your phone, tablet, or computer with sales expert Grant Cardone. Stop selling and start closing. Register today at secretstoclosingthesale.com. That's secretstoclosingthesale.com.
We're rebuilding America one roof at a time due to hail and wind damage, and I'm here to bring you the roofing sales opportunity. I am the very best on the planet at implementing success. My business isn't easy. This is going to be a tough job. You're going to get kicked in the stomach, but at the end of the day, this is the easiest sell in America. Are you willing to go to the dojo, to get strong, to learn the moves, to learn how to sell $100,000 worth of commissions in free hail damage roof replacements? I had 4 sales reps make over $200,000. When the hailstorm hits, you must be willing to travel. You must have a little bit of money in your pocket to get through the first 3 weeks. But if you give me 1 year commitment, I can promise you that I give you the steps to make $250,000 in your first year in the business.
I want the best, and I will hire the best. Send your 60-second video resume to CertifiedRoofingProfessionals.com. That's CertifiedRoofingProfessionals.com.
Welcome back. You're watching the G&E show. So glad you're with us this week. We're talking about busting out of the rut, your same old routine where life passes you by and you're just like, what the hell just happened? Or you hit a spot and you feel like you can't get to the next level. So we're talking about different things,
Dude,
different ideas. I want to hear
Do
from
you
you.
know what a red deer rut is?
Oh, Jesus.
Y'all know what that is?
He's
I just put it.
seriously disturbing.
Can you? Is there a way to tune into my computer to see what I'm seeing right here?
Grant, is this
It's a
necessary?
mating system.
Oh
The
my
mating
God.
system of ruminant
We're off on another
animals:
planet.
deer, sheep, camel, goats, pronghorn, and
We're on sheep now.
antelope.
Now we're on sheep.
Dude, that's what I'm seeing right now. I put in rut. What is a rut? Rut defined. I didn't notice it.
Grant, what is your point?
I'm saying, I'm just
That you're
looking it up. I'm looking-
juvenile?
Furrow or track on the ground, especially one made by the passage of a vehicle or vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Any furrow or groove, a fixed or established mode of procedure or course of life, usually dull or unpromising. It's been around a long. The word's been around a long time. Perhaps a variant of the word route, but if you're a deer, that's what it is. It's pounding.
Oh Lord. Okay, so
Ground and pound,
all right,
missionary
we're trying
style.
to get out of a rut. Okay,
Okay.
so
Most guys are
something-
trying to get in the rut based on this freaking Wikipedia definition.
Why don't we
And-
take a caller?
Okay.
Okay.
Ken Walls on
Thank
line
you.
1. Ken, have you ever been in a rut?
Yeah. Yes. Yes is the short answer.
Dude, what was it like
Big
being in
rut.
that rut?
Oh my God, you feel trapped. You feel like you can't get out. And I mean, I go back to February of this year. I was in a huge rut, and then, I've had conversations with you, and you helped get me out of that. And really, it was about taking massive action. I found myself literally in this rut, paralyzed in fear because a few things had gone wrong in my business and life, and it's literally about taking action.
Yeah.
Like getting on an airplane yesterday and flying in, and I'm in Miami right now. I want to see you guys later if you're available. But
Yeah.
But it's getting out of it's just taking the action. It's like doing something,
Totally,
getting out
dude.
of the fear of staying stuck.
Yeah, now let me ask you, Ken, how many times did you fly last year?
0. I haven't flown in 10 years.
Yeah, in 10 years he hadn't traveled. In the last year, since February, how many trips have you been on?
3.
Nice.
See, so like one way to shock this system, okay, out of the rut, get out of this furrow or this procedure, this shock the system with some new trips. I mean, are you uncomfortable?
Yep.
Like the first time, Ken, I think the first time you flew out, you told me you ended up in the wrong airport or something.
Yeah, I flew. I was coming in to meet with John up in Daytona Beach, and I flew into Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
Got in at 10:00 at night, and I'm like, shit, I got a meeting at 9:00 in the morning with John, and I'm finding out he's 4 hours away. So I rented a car and drove 4 hours. And
Right.
got in at 3. You just do it. You take the action. You gotta take the action.
Yeah, dude, change the skill set. The way you change the skill set is put yourself in some other situations. Maybe you guys need to go square dancing. Is it square dancing? Maybe you need to take some cha-cha classes. Maybe you need to travel over. Come over here, Jared. Show everybody how you're always. Look at Jared. Jared's freaking ridiculous, okay? Jared. Maybe you need to go to another country, go on a quick trip. Those trips for us have been great
The
for keeping
trips
us
for
out of
us
the
have
ruts,
been
right?
really great. But even like even something that if someone can't afford to take a trip right away, especially for I can speak for myself being a woman, sometimes I close off and I don't want to get attention, or it's just an uncomfortability factor. But I find this to be
Nobody
so
ever
difficult.
thinks you're uncomfortable.
But I am. But, like even something simple, like you're driving to work and the red light comes, instead of like focusing forward, how uncomfortable is it to look over at the car next to you when they look at you, smile, continue, go on? It's like just looking someone in the eyes.
How about
for
just
me,
driving
is
through that red
uncomfortable.
light?
But if you can
Try
do
something
it,
different. Say it's red, I'm going
try
through
to
it.
say hello in the elevator, hello, instead of the, look at the numbers of
totally,
the floor,
right?
the numbers of the floor. It's like, hey, how are you? How's your day? Break the ice.
Yeah,
Start used
pick
to
your nose in
making
front of
yourself-
somebody when you normally do it
No,
behind their
do
back.
not
You do the
that.
hide behind
That's
the door.
really
Do it
gross.
straight up in front of
I
them.
do not recommend that.
No.
No.
Hey, am I still on?
Yeah,
Yes.
Ken, you sure are. I think you on. We talking to you.
Hey, so another thing that I experienced is, not just I heard you say something about not being able to afford to take a trip, but, one of the things I learned is sometimes when you get all messed up, it is just going for a walk and looking at people in the eyes and just watching them and smiling and saying hi. And then from a business perspective, like, it had been years since I made a cold call. And I'm like, and Todd Straw in your office, like, dude, are you 10Xing like just wearing the gear and you're just fronting, or are you 10Xing? Like, you got to do the action, man. Go make some cold calls. Go do something that's
Ken
totally
Walls,
out of the
folks.
comfort
Ken Walls,
zone.
CEO_CSI on Twitter, CEO_CSI. The fact that I know his Twitter handle means he's doing a good job.
That's right.
Okay, we're talking
But I
about
liked-
getting out of the ruts. Champ, just hold on a second. Talk to strangers, shock the system, do something different. Go to a new place, go to a new restaurant, go to a new club, go to a new grocery store, go somewhere new. Switch roles with your spouse.
Yeah.
Maybe she leads the show today and I don't lead it. I'm going to follow now.
Okay. The thing that I liked what Ken Walls was saying is, or the idea that I
Trying
had
to
is
see how long it
sometimes, especially people that are dealing with people on a daily basis, like let's say the woman in Neiman's or whatever, and she's dealing with people or customers or phone calls, and you get to a point where people are no longer like real to you. They just seem like part of the machine, and you know what they're going to say, and you're like da 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 da.
Everything's predictable.
Everything's predictable. I like that Ken said sometimes you need to go on that walk and look people in the eyes and really start observing people. How do they walk? How do they talk? People are different from person to person, and they also need to be dealt with in different manners, other than just like everybody's the same. Nobody's interested. Everybody thinks it costs too much money. Everybody,
Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre on line 2. Have you been in a rut before, my friend? Have you been in a rut, Jean-Pierre?
I don't hear Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre.
I like the name Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre is in a rut so deep you cannot hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
My
now.
man. What's up, brother?
There we
Jean?
go. What's up, Grant? What's up, Elena?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
Dude, what's the worst rut you ever been in your life?
Man, I would say it was about 3 years ago before I started digging myself out of that rut.
Uh-huh.
It was maybe 4 years time that went by. I was in a bad relationship, going through that once a quarter sex thing. It was terrible. And
oh, my God.
I wasn't able to run my business effectively, and I was just crashing and burning. I ended up going and getting some shitty sales job, and I was just down, down, down.
Wow. Dude, what do you think got you into that deal other than the other person? What set you up to even pick that person to get in that rut?
Hanging out with the wrong people.
Right.
Ding, ding,
Smoking
ding,
pot
ding,
and
ding.
drinking
Ding, ding, ding.
and doing... Say again, Elena?
Yeah,
I said ding, 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 ding.
No,
That's
but
right.
he was saying drinking.
Smoking pot, hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah, just doing unproductive shit, hanging out with people that wanted to work a job and stay exactly where they were all through life. And
hanging out with other people that are in a rut.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, guess what happens?
Mm-hmm.
I got in a rut.
You get in a rut with them, man.
Yeah.
So how'd you get out of it, brother? You just got sick of it?
Man, I started, I got sick of it. And I finally woke up one day and I was like, fuck this. Stop drinking, stop smoking. And I found some kind of a PowerPoint out there in the universe, like someone like you that was doing really good things, being successful, had their shit together, started doing what they were doing. And I popped onto Craigslist one day and I found this gig for credit card processing. And 6 months later, ended up starting my own business and partnering up with this powerhouse from Chase Payment Tech and started building my business. And here we are 3 years later.
Dude, what's your business now, Jean-Pierre?
In credit card processing, and I just got onto the internet marketing arena, trying to learn how to market on the internet so I can build this thing, get some leverage behind it, because going out face-to-face is not working.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Glad to hear that you're out of a rut, my friend. Glad to hear that you got out of it. Now, Jean-Pierre's telling you how you got in it. Wrong people. Guarantee you, everybody that's ever been in a rut, dude, you've been hanging around people that allow you to get in the rut, right?
Yeah.
So I called my sister. I said, hey, we're flying from Los Angeles
to Miami.
Into Miami. I'm literally
20 minutes away.
20 minutes away. I might have been, 30 miles out.
I said,
I'll stop. I'll pull into Lake Charles right now. And she's like, oh my God, I can't turn it around that fast.
I said,
okay, then done.
pack your bags and be at the airport in 20 minutes. Don't even question this. Go.
Yeah.
And she was there with her bags packed. It was amazing.
And what we had asked her before that, one time before that, to do that. She said, oh, Grant, I can't do it. I said, okay, dude, I'm going to tell you. I might never ask you again. Folks, add some spontaneity, okay? Spontaneity. Make a decision once a month, if not once a week, to like, I'm going to do something that is completely unplanned, not on the schedule, maybe a tad bit irresponsible, maybe not. Maybe you can learn how to do something spontaneous that's not irresponsible.
Yeah, thank you.
Where you're not late for work, you're still doing your job, you're still getting production, and then you do this, right? You do this, okay?
Yeah, much better.
You get it? Okay, so look, what I want to do is I want to shock the system a little bit, right? Sometimes I'll go out to the car and I'll be like, you drive today. That's good for me. She doesn't know that I'm doing that. I'm shocking my system a little bit and letting her be in control.
Your system. That's a
I
good
wish
one.
that when I drive, she could shut up the entire trip. That would shock her system.
That would shock my system.
Unbelievably, because
sure
the
would.
whole time it's like, what's this, what's that, what's that?
I'm like, oh,
Hey, Mandy on line 3. Mandy, what's up?
Hey, this is Mandy of SuccessFastlane.com. Follow me on Twitter at Mandy Arthur. Follow my company at Success Fastlane. I have a question for you and your wife, Grant.
Spit and dissemination herself, man.
I've got a question for you.
I'll do that for you, Mandy. If you just
Go
let
ahead.
me do it for you, I'll help you out, buddy.
What's that?
Well,
He'll promote you, but I like
I'll
it. So
promote
what's
you.
your question?
You take away my chance to help promote you.
You can
I
do it
like
at the
helping
end.
people.
Well, you can say it too. Why don't we just blast it out twice?
Okay, we'll do it.
Okay, so I got a question for you and your wife. A lot of couples break up or get a divorce because they say they grew apart. How do you and your wife grow together?
Well, number one, you got to make a decision to stay together. You know?
We keep our purposes aligned. We meet
I
weekly. I thought you were done. You took this long pause.
That wasn't a long pause. Let's play that back. Can you play that back? I want to see how long that pause was. You can't even do that. It was like.
Okay, well, come on. There's some gold.
So
Let's go.
number one. You know, I made a decision. Hey, this is my deal. Okay, Mandy. I think it's a great question, by the way. Number two is like we keep creating on it all the time. Like we spend a lot of time together. We do a lot of stuff
That's right.
together.
I was gonna say that.
And that keeps it alive. It keeps us working together. It's amazing to me how many people say, "Man, oh my God, my marriage is hard." Don't you have somebody working in your office that's been there longer than you've been married? Yeah, I do, man. So-and-so's been with me 30 years. Why don't you talk about how hard that is? You know what the difference is? They create at the office and they're not creating at home.
The fact that something's hard is not an excuse to not do it, because there are a lot of things that are hard, but if you want on the other side of that wall is big enough, if you have a desire big enough, then you're going to make it work.
Yeah.
That's right.
Love that. Elena, what advice would you give about that?
I was just going to say, we have weekly meetings, where we're going, what we're doing. We're constantly working together to give ourselves goals and challenges that we can work as a team together instead of against each other. Anytime we've ever had problems, it's because we've stopped focusing on goals that we can achieve together, and then the other one becomes the enemy. Then I'm playing my own game, he's playing his own game, and guess what? I want to win my game, and he certainly wants to win his.
How can people follow you, Mandy?
We can get together. We stay together.
You can follow me on Twitter at Mandy Arthur, and you can follow my company at Success Fastlane.
Success Fastlane. The chick is awesome. She's got awesome advice, and she does great streams. Mandy, thanks for calling in. Farah on line 4. Somebody just asked me, before you say anything, Farah, let me ask you your advice. There's a budget for you to go to Madrid. The budget's 10 grand for me to go speak in Madrid.
Oh, dear.
Is this something I'd be interested in? Dude, I'm going to fly to Madrid to collect 10 grand?
That's a lot of money to some people, but it's
I don't know.
the whole trip with the flight and the hotel, and do they
doing
pay all
that. I
that?
ain't doing that. Yeah, the trip, the flight's going to be $18,000.
Yeah.
I lose $8 grand on the deal. Okay. All right, Farah, what's up?
Hi, Elena. Hi, Grant. How are you guys today?
We're so good, girl. How you doing?
Great. Thank you so much for everything you guys are doing. 10X lovers, I love it. I just want to let you know that Grant and Elena, this is a 100% true story. I've already called you, Grant, a couple of times. I'm an MMA conditioning coach, and you have given me so much mentorship via YouTube and your the app that I have, the MyGC app.
Yeah, you like the app? Do you like the app? Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
MyGCTV.com.
It's on iTunes and Play stores.
Yes, sir. And the thing that I want to say is I've been a nurse for 13 years, guys. 13 years. I was in a rut. I was like, I know I could do sales, but I never had the courage to actually go and do it.
Wow.
Mr. Grant, Mr. Cardone, Mrs. Cardone, you guys have been the pivotal point in my life because I don't know how to sell my ideas of MMA conditioning coach. And so what I've done was immerse myself in selling because you said if you can't sell, you can't survive in this new economy.
Yeah, and how are you doing? How are you doing in sales?
I'm doing it like literally. I got a job at a car dealership here. I'm going to get your Millions on the Phone program when I can afford it. A little, when my money gets right. And I'm going to just start buying your books. I follow you guys on Periscope. I was on your Periscope last night. Alana said hi to me, and I know she says hi to millions of people, but I'm just saying it just touched my heart to say hi to Alana.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. As hard as sales is, okay.
That's a way to break a routine,
Dude,
though,
that's
Farrah.
breaking a routine.
13 years from nursing and now selling.
And if
way to go.
yeah, you're gonna be awesome. I can tell that you're gonna be awesome. You're gonna be awesome. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, what was the worst part of being a nurse? That's what I want to know.
The worst part, I became a nurse very young, and it was during a divorce, and I was in it in a survival mode. Like, I got to make money to feed my 4 kids. Boom. I decided this is what society thinks is a good job. I went for it. I was miserable because I'm a naturopathic person. Holistic health is more of my thing. The body can heal itself and things. So when I'm giving meds to people, it makes me feel like I'm part of the pharmaceutical industry of pretty much, selling drugs to people. And I said,
I just can't even
get
imagine
older.
being a nurse, dude.
As I get older, I said, this is not in alignment with my values. I want to produce something in society, like Mr. Cardone said, push something into the marketplace, and then you become valuable. So now I want to become valuable. And thank you so much.
Wow, great job sticking with your integrity on that.
Thank you for calling in,
I know
okay?
that's not easy.
How about Castor? Castor from Florida. I might be mispronouncing your name there.
It's okay. It's Castra.
Castra. Hey, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great today. Thank you so much.
Good, good. I call my girlfriends buddy, so don't think anything of it, okay? I call you pal, buddy, friend.
He calls our daughters dudes.
What's up, little dude?
Dude.
Yeah. What's up? Have you ever been in a rut, my friend?
Actually, yes. I think up until 4 years ago. True story. I think 4 years ago, I was about to turn 21, and literally, Grant and Elena, 2 weeks before I turned 21, I found out I was pregnant. And for my 21st birthday, I was planning on drinking 21 different shots in under 21 minutes. So I had major issues going on in my life for me to even attempt something like that. And after I had my daughter the last 4 years, I've been trying to work and build myself and do work from home. I did trading. It wasn't until, I believe, June of this year I came across your 10X book from Charles Huey. We're friends on Facebook. I came across
Charles is a good guy.
I read your book, 10X, the 10X rule, and literally, it brought life into my body. And I'm not just saying that for anything, because I read a lot of other people, Robert Kiyosaki. I read all this other big names. It was your book that gave me life again. Yeah. And so now
when Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he was actually talking about me. I was the rich daddy he was talking about. He was just saying, I want Grant to be my daddy. That's what he was saying.
I want Grant to be I call you Uncle Grant. Well,
dude, I'll be your daddy. I'll be your uncle. I'll be your brother, your sister. Whatever y'all want me to be, I'll be, man. I just want to help you. The fact that you're calling up and saying, hey, the 10X rule was like it lit you up. Like, we've had so many people tell us that book literally woke somebody up. I made a joke once and said, that book will wake up dead people. And a guy wrote me up and said, bro, I was dead when I read that book. Like, literally, he said, I was spiritually a dead man, walking around like a zombie.
I completely understand where he's coming, because that's where I was at, borderline that point. And it gave me life. I did your 10X Everything event, Secrets to Closing Sales. I even got the Sales University course, and that course is absolutely wonderful. It's definitely helped me in my business. I went from coaching, I believe, 12 people to coaching 31 to now. In order for me to coach anybody, you have to get the 10X rule book. I will not do business with anybody who don't have that book first.
Why would you want to coach somebody that's not even alive? Hey, how do you spell your first name?
C-A-S as in Sam, C-H-R-A.
Okay, I'm sending you my new 10X quote book, okay?
Oh, thank you.
All right, I signed it for you. I'm sending this out to you right now. Thank you so much for calling in. Folks, you're watching the G&E Show. Today we were talking about ruts.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What you gonna do to get out of your rut?
My number 4th was read a book, and now I'm gonna change it
Read
and
the
say
10X rule.
That's right. Read a
10X rule is a sick book, folks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've read the book and you haven't gotten, can you grab the 10X rule right
from
there?
the UK?
Maybe I will.
And then
Maybe
roll
I
out
will. Grab me that 10X rule. If you guys have read the book and you haven't listened to the audio version of this thing, dude, if you think you're awake, understand this. You can get awake at different levels. She could wake up right now and say, oh my God, I'm alive. And I guarantee you, she could get turned on to some other information in her lifetime. I have woken up many, many times in my life. Mm-hmm. Right?
Okay,
when
let's
I thought
take
I was
Chai.
all jacked up. If you guys don't have this program's on my site for $19 or something. It's like freaking 12 hours or something. 9, 10 hours. These are gifts. Okay. Chai from the UK. What's up?
And we'll roll out.
The whole UK is in a rut, man. I mean, England has been in a rut for like 400 years. Do you agree with that? Am I being hard on you? Y'all been in the rut that America's going into. Italy, Japan. Italy's in a rut. Italy's been in a rut for 30, probably 50, 60 years. Mm-hmm. Japan's collapsing. It's been in a rut. People moving out of there. We are on there right now. We rolling. Talking about ruts and how to get out of them. Okay,
You can
this
do
is
a
when
hobby.
you fill in, dude.
No, you can do a hobby. Like I have a whole list.
Do a new thing,
Do a
man.
new
Go
hobby.
dancing
Learn a
classes.
new language.
Okay.
Do a boot camp.
Yeah.
You can go
Shock
as
the
extreme as
system.
a skydive, or
Elena
as little
makes
as
me-
look over at somebody at a red light and smile.
Elena makes me dress up every Halloween. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I
Every
sound like an
Halloween.
old man. I don't
Every
want to do that.
Halloween.
I don't want to do
I'm
that.
like, put
and
it
then
on.
I'm like, okay, I'll put it on.
And
And
then he
every
loves
time I
it.
have fun doing it. What am
Oh,
I
yeah.
dressing up as this year?
I don't know yet. Yeah, last
the
year he was a
pharaoh.
pharaoh. The year before that he was a circus.
Oh, man.
trainer. Do we
Okay,
have
so let me
Chai?
just tell
If
you what we
not-
got going on this year. No, we don't have Chai. Chai's
Okay.
gone. He's in a rut, okay? Okay, what we got going on is my man Fran Tarkenton. If you guys don't know Fran, the power of failure. Fran Tarkenton, NFL.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
I know that.
Okay, hot off the press, Grant. Looking forward to doing great things together. This guy, not only is he a Hall of Famer with the NFL, with the Minnesota Vikings, guy is an unbelievable, helped hundreds of thousands of small businesses get structure and growth into their company. So we're going to be doing that this month with my man, Fran Tarkenton. He's going to be right in the studio. What's the website for that, guys? Y'all know what the... KickstartYourSmallBusiness.com. KickstartYourSmallBusiness.com. Me and Fran are doing that for as little as we can. It's only $49 to join us.
Wow.
It's going to be 2 to 4 hours long. Knowing me, it always goes long, but I got Fran committed to 2 hours for sure. KickstartYourSmallBusiness.com. KickstartYourSmallBusiness.com.
When is that? Do we have a date?
Go to KickstartYourSmallBusiness.com
Business.com,
to
okay.
find it. Okay. Number 2, I'm going to be going to Las Vegas. Sunday, I'll be at the, what hotel? Cosmopolitan?
I don't know. I'm not on
Is that
that
where
trip.
I'm at? Cosmopolitan. I'm going to be playing blackjack. I'm going to be smoking cigars.
Wow.
You know,
I'm
we're going to be having fun, man.
I
Let's
want
do
to go
some
to
photos.
Vegas. Damn. Yeah, I already
So
said
look,
you could
look,
go.
you guys,
I got
if
that
you're going to be
approved.
in Vegas, if you're going to be in Vegas, and make sure that we do a selfie together. Cigars, a selfie, and a winning hand. Okay? So that's October 4th, 5th, 6th.
So jealous.
What else am I doing, players?
I might just
What else
show
am I
up.
doing? What else am I
Be
doing?
spontaneous. Get out of rut.
I got a guy in here right now auditing our real estate portfolio, you know. They're going to audit the real estate portfolio.
In a good
And
way,
I got
not
a group
like
that
a-
wants to match whatever amount of money I have in there. They're going to basically say, here, dude, okay, manage this much money. So the more we find in there, the better. GrantCardoneTV.com has an app. GrantCardoneTV.com has an app. You need to subscribe at GrantCardoneTV.com, and then you go to your iTunes store or Play Store for Androids, and you can get the app for free. We're going to start charging for that app. I'm sick of giving stuff away. All right, every night I do a stream on Meerkat, Periscope, Blab, somewhere I'm doing something. Facebook mentions. Elena pops in, the First Lady. Hey, I hope you guys get out of the rut. Okay, share this with anybody that's in a rut.
I love our Periscope, like, alter egos or whatever they are. I love this First Lady. You know, everybody's got their thing. Your Uncle Jay.
We're out of here, dude. We're going into a rut right now, okay? Okay? Peace. Be great.
Today's episode was brought to you by the Comfort Experts. See us for all your heating and air conditioning needs. For more information, visit onehouраircarolinas.com. That's onehouraircarolinas.com.